Hi, and welcome to Kakistocracy. My name is Chris Adams. I am here with my cats and Joseph P. Larkin. How are you doing?
I'm okay. How are your cats doing?
They seemed bummed that I wasn't here because I came in late tonight because I had to work a music video shoot at work. So these guys are really cool. They're very professional, very good at what they do.
The
Um,
cats are?
yeah, the cats, they're great. The whatever this production company that does music videos. They like our studio because we have a white cyc. So I don't know if you know what that is. You probably do. You're the photographer, but it's the endless white void look. So the walls are curved. For
Mm-hmm.
anyone that doesn't know, so when you shoot onto it, you can do many different things. And you know how they say cinematographers paint with light. There's that guy. They say cinematographers paint with light. Well, excuse me. This guy really does. Um, this guy really does because he's like, I've never seen somebody be so creative with only a couple of lights, but they have like lasers and they use different shapes with their lighting. So it's unconventional. It's music video, and it's usually for DJs or hip hop style artists, but they're all white, luckily. So they all pay on time, and and um, and they don't mess up the studio. They're very respectful. Um,
No, I mean, actually, I was just thinking the DJs are who you want to work with because they're so anal about keeping their record collection in order. They probably have that same attitude about every aspect of their life.
yeah, they're cool. Like, well, one of them that we worked with was Diplo. Was the first time we worked with these guys. So the only thing I would say about him is that he was a little maybe he had done too much Molly, so he seemed a little dim.
Mm-hmm.
you know, like all those people at those type of festivals, they talk about plur, peace, love, unity, respect. But if you've ever been to a festival, the minute you get into the parking lot, plur goes out the window, and
Mm-hmm.
everyone hates each other, and everyone's honking angrily. And like, dude, weren't we all on Molly together? What the hell? You know?
Mm-hmm. God, that sounds like a nightmare. Rave
Mm.
culture. No,
It
thank you.
is. It's
No,
the
thank
modern hippie movement.
Yeah, the worst aspects of European culture
Mm-hmm.
mixed with brown people culture. I'll pass. No,
Yeah.
thank you. That's not for me. I mean, the fact that you have to take these insane mind altering drugs that make you sweat profusely, that should be
Mm.
a tip that the music sucks. You know what I mean? That you
yeah.
can't just enjoy dancing to it sober. You have to be on one of the most intense drugs ever that
Mm-hmm.
depletes you of all of your serotonin in like a half an hour.
yep.
It's the only way to enjoy that stupid music. You literally have to use up all your serotonin to listen to it. Meanwhile, I'll just smoke a doob and listen to one of the first four Black Sabbath records, and I'm fine.
yeah.
I'm set up. I'm set up for the rest of the evening.
Was it was it you that told me that Black Sabbath was really like a Christian band? If you think about it.
Yeah, I was thinking about that actually today because Jack Osborne was in an interview talking about how his
Yes.
dad was a Christian, and
Mm-hmm.
he's like, "You guys don't understand. He was just an act. He wasn't
Yeah.
like that in real life, and it was just for shock value."
Because
But
it's a good act. It's a good
well,
performance.
it's not an act at all because when you sit and listen to the lyrics and actually pay attention to them, especially the song "War Pigs," it's very clear that they're Christians and they're against Satan. It's it's pretty obvious to me. Chris just turned the mute button on, the cough button on.
Yeah.
I
I'm
need to
getting
do,
over.
I need to do that too because I always go into the microphone. I noticed that when I was on someone else's podcast, I was like, "Oh, cool! I'm ruining this guy's podcast too." Because every time he'd be talking, I'd be like, I sounded like I was deep throating a horse's cock. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I'm starting to steal Norm's delivery of the word cock. I think he just said it like that because he was Canadian, but it's
Yeah.
still he really knew how to draw it out to make it sound so funny and not erotic.
Yeah, I know.
Cock.
He knew how to deliver cock.
Yeah, I bet he did. I
Uh,
mean, I was watching some videos of Artie Lang and Norm Macdonald talking about gambling, and I just still don't get it. I'm
mhm.
working real hard to try to figure it out, but the way Artie explained it is that, I mean, like, let me give you an example. If me and Chris went to Vegas and we both came back with $200 that we won, we would very likely say, "Hey, let's go get fucking hammered," or let's go eat a nice meal at a steakhouse.
Yeah.
But to a gambler, they're like, "I have $200 more to gamble with." They never see, like, there is no winning. There's
No.
never winning. There's only losing the money at the very end. They just want to keep gambling for fucking ever,
Mm-hmm.
forever. And someone like Norm is really puzzling because he was obvious. I mean, Artie Lang's a fucking retard, so of course he would enjoy doing a bunch of stupid shit like overeating and buying crack whores or whatever for
Mm-hmm.
the evening. But Norm was clearly smart and probably asexual to boot. So the idea that he said that he lost his fortune three times, all of
Yeah.
his money three times. It's like, why would you do that to yourself? What the fuck are you thinking? And I mean, he tells a crazy story where he says that he did win like $55,000, and then as a grand gesture, he went out to the pier and threw it into the ocean as a way to try to get himself to stop gambling. But that actually is a great metaphor for what they are like. He
Mm-hmm.
could not just spend the money and enjoy it. He had to lose the money.
Mm-hmm.
They're addicted to losing. I tried to say this on another podcast, but it's really it's so hard to articulate this because I don't understand it either.
Right.
But they're addicted to fucking losing. They love it. So I'm like my dad. I think he just liked being a fucking loser. He enjoyed
Mhm.
it. He had the intellect to do something.
Right.
He invested in the stock market. Why couldn't he invest in a business? He invested in someone's business, and those are the only smart things he made any money off of.
Mm-hmm.
But then he had to gamble. He had to go in there, pretend to be a big shot. I mean, that's the thing. You and I would be eating a nice steak dinner that was free. My dad would also be eating a nice steak dinner, but it was for $50,000. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, shit. I just don't know. And then, of course, when I was up going through my tax stuff, I'm like, oh, this is how they got him. He never declared any of his gambling winnings. Well, guess what? The casinos have to.
Yeah.
They sent the W-2s in, you fucking retard.
Yeah,
No, there's no free rides, Dad. I mean, he must have been very confused because he did have a free ride all his life. If he wasn't asking if he wasn't asking my grandmother for money after my grandfather stopped giving him money, then he was asking his sister for money, and then he was stealing money from his kids. This fucking faggot never worked a fucking honest day's work in his entire life. Honor thy father and mother. I can't. They didn't honor me. Like, what do you? You're asking so much of me. I should just look aside of the fact that he didn't take care of his kids and left behind debt for them to fucking clean up. Who does that to your fucking own children?
Yeah, I think if the Bible was written today, it would say, except if they left you debt. Honor thy father and mother, but
Well, I
not
got news for
always.
you, Chris. Everyone's getting left with debt because the boomers are spending all of it.
Right.
They will not give money to their fucking children. I read these stories constantly on Twitter or wherever where they tell these crazy fucking stories where people are like, yeah, the home I grew up in is worth $1 million now. I can't believe it. When my parents die, I'm gonna get $1 million. I'm gonna be a millionaire and I'm gonna have a house to live in.
Mhm.
And then they're like, oh, but wait a second. My parents just texted me and said they sold the house so that they can go on a cruise for the rest of their retirement. I mean, we're not gonna have a retirement. My
No.
dad got Social Security. We're not getting Social Security. We
Mm-mm.
paid all this money into all this bullshit. We're not getting a fucking cent back. Some fucking brown fuck is gonna go stomp around in the house that you paid for, my friends. It just sucks. We're in an endless grift. It's an endless fucking grift. I just wish someone would kill all these goddamn chosen ones. God, choose to kill them, choose to smite them. The audacity to tell the whole world that you're chosen exclusively by God, the outrageousness of that statement is unbelievable.
I know that's a lot for anybody. That's a
That
lot.
I don't understand why no one likes us. Oh, it's because you think that you're put here to control other people because God said so.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. I don't even want to go into any more of this. I can't talk about brown fuckers anymore unless we have a very funny video to look at because I'm so tired of them. I'm tired of their ignorance.
Is that appropriate? He's taking a bath on their podcast.
I don't. I can't tell. Is he spread eagle? I mean, can we see balls?
well, he doesn't have balls anymore. But
That must be a real frustrating thing to try to lick your own balls and then they're not there. What a frustrating situation. It's got to be the main pleasure in his life, licking his own balls. Dogs love it too. If we could lick our own balls, I guess we would.
Well, I don't know. I have to clean them first.
No, he's cleaning it right now. That's exactly the point of licking your balls. That's how you that. How else are you gonna clean the schmegma? What are you gonna use a washcloth?
No, I guess.
Think of how long you'd have to lick a washcloth to get it wet enough to clean your balls with it. We're getting into some obtuse, getting into an obtuse area here. Well, I wanted to ask you a question because I'm trying to go through all the notes I've written up in the last year for stuff to talk about on the podcast. Just never went to, and never bothered with. But I want to talk about our worst jobs. What's the worst job you ever fucking had?
Ironically, it's related to something I'll talk about after this segment. The worst job I ever had was working at Hollywood Park Casino in Inglewood. I was dealing cards for a living. The amount of people that I wished death on a daily basis was astronomical. Mostly because, especially at that time, it isn't like Hollywood Park now where it's nice. The whole area is like built up and it's nice. This was, people got shot in the parking lot.
But Devo also played in the parking lot twice.
Right.
So you take the good, you take the bad. You take them both, and there you have Hollywood Park.
I don't know if you saw it, but when you said Devo, my cat just looked up for some reason.
He's probably a nerd. In his former life, he remembers walking around being called David Bowie and Devo. He was a Midwestern kid in the 70s or something.
Yep, look, he's moving around now. I think he heard you. But yeah, that was the worst job I've ever had, where I hated every second of it. Well, not every. I mean, I met a girl there, so that was one good thing. But other than that, everything else was just awful, and I despised doing it. But I had no choice, and I had to do it because I had to pay rent. And I will say this: it got me out of poverty. Like before that, I never made that much more than minimum wage at that time. So it moved me up a little bit in life. But
did you get tipped? Did you get tipped by your constituents?
Yeah. But I also got scammed a lot with a lot of fake counterfeit money. So
counterfeit chips and stuff.
No, hundreds probably. I don't know. I had the pen.
You didn't say George Floyd went to the Hollywood Park.
Dude, that was the only time I was so happy that he died because I was like, yeah, it reminded me of all the people that scammed me, you know, and I was just like, screw these people.
That's so shitty.
Yeah,
because you don't have time to look at it. They can't pull those scams now because when you go to the weed dispensary, they look at the fucking $20 bill to make sure it's legit.
Well, I got very good at being able to spot fake money.
What am I talking about? Of course, the weed dispensary checks. The same with the Hollywood Park. These places cater to a certain demographic that is kind of brown. Of course, they need to make sure that there's no funny money.
Yeah. Well, I think that was the thing that killed my, because before that I was like more liberal. And I thought, oh, these people are just downtrodden. And then you work there, and you're like, no, they're dicks.
They're retards.
Yeah,
dude. Every time I go to the liquor store and someone buys lottery tickets, that person always has a foreign accent. They really are just lazy fucks that just think that they're gonna get free money by coming to this country. They just don't have a fucking clue. And by the way, they are getting free money. So yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Well, I also will say this, that anytime I got a fake bill, because they always check when you turn your tray back in at the end of the night. If you got any fake bills, you had to eat it.
That's what I was gonna. I knew that was the policy.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Yeah. And so I was making minimum wage, but luckily with tips, you made a lot more. But then on top of it, the IRS gave me this bill like years later, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you didn't report all of your tips." I'm like, "What? I thought I did," but then it was like for like $9,000.
I mean, how do they know that you got tipped?
They don't know that. Can I take off all the counterfeit money I had to pay?
Yeah, well, where does the number 9,000 come from?
I don't know. They just said that's what I owe.
They just make it up. See, I'm thinking about this stuff because I'm like, why do I even have to fucking file my taxes? Why don't they just send me a bill? Because somebody at the IRS has to check the shit that I send in. Like, why? Like, it's bad enough that I have to pay all these these unconstitutional taxes. By the way, the reason we started the United States is because we were a colony, and then Great Britain wanted to raise the tax by 3 cents. So we rioted and revolted. What's happening now is just revolting. People are just like, yeah, $7 a gallon for gas. Fuck me up the ass. Let me pay for your stupid Jewish Armageddon. I want to pay for my own mutually assured self-destruction with Iran. Put that on my tab. Get the fuck out of here with this shit. This faggotry.
Don't worry, guys. The goys have got it.
Yeah, I'm just tired of this. I'm fed. That's outrageous. $9,000. They just pulled it out of their ass.
Yeah, and I think I finally finished paying it off, like this year or last tax return.
Dude, it's such nonsense. I love the idea, like, because I still haven't done my taxes. In fact, I was calling people, CPAs, yesterday, and they were like, why don't you just, they were all arrogant because I waited so long. They're like, looks like you might have to do H&R Block. And I was like, I don't give a fuck. You're just as bad as H&R Block to me because I'm paying you to help the government rip me off. I love the arrogance on the phone, though. Oh, I guess you have to do H&R Block. I'd be like, hey, Jew, fuck off, okay? Fuck you. How's that sound? You're lucky I fucking called you at all.
Yeah.
Now I'll go leave a Yelp review saying you were fucking rude on the phone. How's that fucking sound, bitch? But yeah, so on top of them stealing from you, you have to help them get their hands into your fucking wallet. This is just nonsense.
Yeah.
Sucks. So it's my worst job. I lasted 2 days. Okay, I worked at the Bloomington Bagel Company, and I was the only man that worked there, and everyone else was a dyke. I lasted 2 days. They were so fucking mean. You couldn't even imagine. Like, no one trained me at all. I'd never touched a cash register before, and then they just stuck me on the cash register, and I was like, I don't know how to use this thing. And then, of course, they were super rude to me because they're dykes. They're cunts. Yeah. They hate men for. It's my fault that they got molested by someone in the past.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they were so rude and mean, and then they made me go make the sandwiches, but I didn't know what the sandwiches were. They'd be like, yo, make it number 15. I was like, what the fuck is it, number 15? Tell me what goes on the bagel sandwich. But anyway, if you're super bored, look up Bloomington Bagel Company on Yelp. There were 2 locations, and it will be very obvious to see which one I worked at because it has all negative reviews because it's the one that only dykes worked at. And I got to tell you, dykes, something for a second. All you homos and fags that are watching this, your LGBT movement is horseshit because every time I've ever interacted with one of you, you either acted like a creep or a fucking jerk. That's why you're hated. No one gives a flying fuck what you do with your genitals. It's your fucking attitude problem that everyone fucking hates. It sucks. Like, I should listen to some weirdo who eats pussy. Oh, I should take orders from you? You eat pussy, you stupid bitch. You haven't figured out that penis goes in vagina. But you're going to fucking get rude with me because I don't know how to make the fucking number 15, which you didn't explain to me what it was before you told me to make it. What do you think? I got psychic powers? If I had psychic powers, I wouldn't be working at a bagel shop. For fuck's sake, I'd be go winning the lottery like Jeffrey Epstein. Oh, that
Twice.
lottery stuff. Yeah, that's another thing. How I guess people just don't pay attention to the news very closely, but how could you ever play the lottery after finding out they rigged it for Jeffrey Epstein twice?
Yeah.
2 fucking times that fucking guy won the lottery. It's the Powerball, the big one. How the fuck do you think he financed all his blackmail operations?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, the BBC. That's the only thing that made me laugh is that the initials for the Bloomington Bagel Company were BBC. Big black cock. Their biggest fear. Imagine how scary it would be for a dyke to be confronted with a big black cock. What, it's attached to a man too? Dude, being a lesbian is just a fucking joke, dude. All your fucking sex toys are shaped like dicks. Not one of them is shaped like a vagina.
Right.
You dumb bitches. What a joke. Your entire life is a fucking joke. I'm a man and I won't eat pussy. Okay, that's how fucked up you are. And also, I have to tell you, the hetero women I was with, most of them didn't even like getting their pussy eaten. They thought it was gross too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't, dude, from my own personal experience, I've always found women just want dick. They just want dick. They want it in their mouth or they want it in their pussy, but that's their main focus in life, including lesbians. You'll notice all their sex toys are shaped like dicks. Actually, they could, in fact, a real lesbian would only use a magic wand or a vibrator that's like a hand massager. You would never, ever, honestly, it has to be a hand massager. It can't be the magic wand because that's shaped like a fucking dick too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? If you're going to go out there and say you're a lesbian, you better fucking, you need to earn that title. We don't just give this to anybody.
Or a tongue. It should just be a tongue.
I should be a tongue. That would be hilarious. Yeah, playing with them, just rubbing against their own pussy like it's a tongue, like it's a woman's tongue. But that would make more sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that part in Nightmare on Elm Street Part 1 where Nancy answers the phone and the tongue comes out?
Yeah,
that should be a sex toy for lesbians. I mean, why not? They already put pussy in a flashlight. Why not put a mouth in a fucking phone to eat your pussy? I mean, this world is just demented. We're fucking flashlights now. And I'll take a flashlight over a woman any goddamn day of the week, to be honest with you. Like that fleshlight, the flashlight that is a flashlight. They took the only things I like about women and shoved it right into a convenient tube that could be just thrown in the dishwasher.
Oh God! No.
So check it out. I don't need women at all anymore. I have the fleshlight, which I could fuck, and then I have a dishwasher which will clean the fleshlight. I don't need women at all. I don't need anyone to wash my dishes or fuck me. So sorry, ladies.
That sounds so pathetic.
It's not as bad as the sex toys for women, because actually that vibrating stuff, that's a bad situation, because no human can compare to that. Right. I always had this fantasy about getting one of these. It's like a blowjob machine. It's really bizarre, but you like stick it on you and it does all the work. It moves, and then you have to clean it out later, which is the part I find very unappealing. But also, like, what if you use it and it's just feels better than a woman? You'd never fuck a woman again. That's got to be the way women feel about these gigantic dildos that are perfectly shaped for their pussies.
That's why they're building robots, right?
Sex robots, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen these things where it's just like a torso? It's a pussy and an asshole and nothing else human on it. That's something I really could not envision ever fucking. That's demented. It looks like something that John Wayne Gacy would use to jerk off, right?
Yeah. That's
something that Jeffrey Dahmer should be using to masturbate too. He's fucking a detached torso. Yeah. This is something Freddy Krueger masturbates with. This is not for humans. And yet there's people watching this that own one of these things.
Oh man. Well,
fucking A.
My worry with robots is when they malfunction.
when whenever Terminator 3 happens. Yeah, I've seen this. Yeah, this is why they don't need black people in China, because they already have a robot that dances and makes messes.
Right.
Oh wait, this is in California. I'm sorry.
Oh, this is?
Well, that's what it said at the bottom. I think it's a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But like, imagine they build a sex robot and then it starts like, it just rips your dick off.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? God damn, dude. Like the world really is turning into what's that robot movie with the fat people? I forgot what it's called.
Oh, Wally.
Wally. The whole world is turning into Wally, and I'm deeply concerned, and no one else seems to be bothered. I always see people using the cell phone to like change to change the radio or whatever. Alexa or Amazon, change the song. It's like how fucking lazy are you? You're holding the thing that has a button on it which you could press by yourself.
Yeah.
How lonely are you that you're talking to your cell phone? Hey, what's going on, man?
Yeah. It's literally but like the same amount of time to use your fingers to change the station.
Alexa. I love it when Alexa doesn't respond either, and they're just like talking into the void.
Right.
That's so disturbing.
Well, the thing is, people are being too reliant on AI, where they're using it to fact check things, and AI is wrong a lot of the time.
Most of the time, yeah, we're training it right now. This is why they're importing Indians, because the Indians can just they can prepare the food and whatnot in the back, and then the AI can control everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever, like it's interesting to watch the Jews run through the races and decide that okay. So at first they were like, okay, Christians, we got them, we got their number. Christians aren't reliable because only the baby boomers believe in this nonsense.
Right.
Only boomers are evangelical.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, okay, well, Mexicans are way more subservient. They're dumber.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. It was blacks first. They imported they brought all the blacks over. And unless you're literally beating them and raping them every single day, they are very difficult to control. So they gave up on blacks. They gave up blacks and whites. So then they imported all these Mexicans into the country. Well, it turns out Mexicans prefer Mexico anyway. So they were just going to leave and go back to Mexico because they like they say Viva la Raza, not Viva America.
Right. And that means the race.
So now all we have left are Indians and Muslims. And the Indians and Muslims are dumb enough to do like something they don't realize is that you're getting free shit now.
Yeah.
That's to entice you to come over. Once all the white people are gone, you're the slaves. Mm-hmm. You're the ones you Indians and Muslims are going to be the fuckers that they're going to control for sure. That's it. Indians and Muslims are just smart enough to follow the directions of Jews.
Yes.
That's it. That they're not smart enough to do anything on their own. They're not smart enough to build anything on their own. I can't wait until all the white people are gone, to be honest with you. It's going to be a living hell for everyone else here. They have no idea how good they have it with white people around and the white people infrastructure.
Well, I might have a video for that.
Oh.
Where what the future might hold. I'm sure you've seen this. Where, yeah.
Did not see this. What happened here?
So this is at LaGuardia Airport, and the traffic controller told the truck, that was a fire truck, that he should go, but there was a plane that was landing at the same time, and he at the last he did it way too quick. He went, oh no, stop, truck one, stop, and he didn't realize he was talking to him because there was another truck as well, and so they ended up crashing into each other because the traffic control fucked up. Sorry.
SAR. Stop SAR. SAR, do not redeem the fire truck.
Right. And so basically the traffic controller even on the radio was like, I messed up. Well, that's going to look bad in court. You just admitted to it. You never admit to anything.
Did he have an accent or what? Was he black?
No, he didn't.
Brown.
He didn't sound brown at all. I think it was just like a horrible accident.
I don't know. It's interesting because before DEI, this shit never happened.
Yeah, very
Now,
well, very rarely.
now it happens all the time. It's
Yeah.
just a common thing.
Mm-hmm.
Same with all these fucking truck drivers exploding on the road and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, this shit. I mean, I sent you some videos, which maybe we'll watch them or I don't know, but
Well, it's
like watching a cop try to deal with one of these fucking invaders, and they can't speak any English. They take their phone and they like go blah 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 blah, and then try to speak to the cop with the phone. Fuck these motherfuckers. Get out of this fucking country. Dude,
Right.
talk about not wanting to assimilate. You didn't learn any English before you came here? Because I assure you, when I lived in France, I learned some French. Just enough to get around.
Yeah.
Have some, I mean, this is what I'm talking about. Like, importing all these dumb fucking retards, and they're all fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
They're all fucking stupid. There's not a genius among them. The geniuses are either like in the cabinet, you know what I mean? They're like either running the country or they don't live there at all.
Right. Well, here's the thing. So, a lot of people have opinions about the way things should be, and when you look into it, most of the time, those people they come from money, or they don't have to really work with the regular people. So their ideas sound good on paper, right? Like all these judges saying, we've been arresting too many brown people. We need to start releasing them back into society. They're just getting an unfair shake. And it's like, no, no, no. A lot of them that are in prison for a very good reason.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing terrible things to their own communities, and then you let them out, and they do it to the rest of us.
Mm-hmm.
They were never meant to be free.
Well, think about this, dude. When there's no white people around to keep these assholes in line, because the only thing they fear is white people,
Mm-hmm.
and the revenge that white people will enact on them.
Right.
And but when the white people are gone, imagine the trouble they're going to cause each other. I honestly can't fucking wait. I can't wait. I hope I'm one of the last white people left alive that gets to watch
Like
watch the whole shitstorm go up in flames.
you'd be like the smartest man in Idiocracy.
Quite possibly. I mean, I'm definitely the smartest person in this building. I was thinking about this. I was like, I'm not going to talk too much about my neighbors, but I will laugh about this real quick. That yesterday I saw the HOA was like putting in new light bulbs, and then the fucking Indian guy was just following them around and talking their ear off. And when I pulled in and saw this, I just started cracking up laughing. I couldn't even hold it in. And the one guy, the fag from the HOA, wouldn't even look at me. He was so fucking embarrassed that he was seen talking to this Indian. The Indian obviously won't look at me because he's scared fucking shitless. And then the only one that looked at me is the ugly fat. This fat fucking Jew is so ugly. This woman is the ugliest piece of shit I've ever seen.
Wow.
And when she looked at me and waved, I went this went. I started cracking up at her. Dude, they're so weak. It takes 3 of these brown fuckers to compete with a white guy who just wants to be left alone. 3 of them plotting against me. They just aren't. Listen, you're just not. There's no brown supremacy.
Yeah.
You're losers. All fucking 3 of you have to collaborate against me, and you're still losing. I didn't move out, did I? Fucking cowardly pussies. Jealous, pathetic faggots. One and all.
Right.
Love it. But it was the first time it really occurred to me, like, oh, anytime I do anything that annoys that Indian guy, he just runs over to the HOA and talks their ears off for an hour. So
Right.
seems kind of like I should just keep doing annoying shit because this guy's doing all the heavy lifting for me. He also is doing stuff where, like, whenever they don't get their way, they just abuse everyone. So, like, he started leaving his dog outside. Wouldn't you know it? Once it hits 90 fucking degrees outside, now he wants to leave the dog out all day. So the dog's outside barking all day, and it's like, cool, the HOA can listen to this.
Yeah.
Listen to your little friend's mutt. And in fact, I watched the 3 of them walk by the dog when it was outside, and they didn't say a fucking thing to him.
Because is that against the rules?
Oh, I mean, it's against the rules of decency. Put your fucking dog inside. It's 100 degrees outside.
Right.
But also, of course, they know it's going to bark. That's why they leave it out all day. See what I'm saying here? I don't want these people around me. They don't even have respect for their own fucking pets.
Mm-hmm.
They use their pets as a weapon, a biological weapon against everyone that lives around them. And they don't. I mean, I could not leave my cats outside in 90-degree weather.
No.
What are you fucking retarded? They don't
Right.
want to be out there in that shit. What do you? I hate people that are not respectful to animals, especially their own pets. Go fuck yourself. I hate you.
Well, speaking of dogs, sort of. I saw this story and I found it interesting. The homeless have now moved underground.
It's bad, and the area isn't safe either. We actually had to drive a few miles away just for safety reasons for this live shot. But the things we saw, we won't forget. An up-close, exclusive look underground at living conditions too extreme for words. It's hard to imagine someone living in there. Trash, human waste, and an overpowering stench. I got it. Get back. Just moments earlier, we watched someone climb out of that storm drain using the sewer as shelter. Water and food?
McDonald's out there is cool.
Her answer's hard to understand.
We are not the same
88th and
species.
South Grand, overwhelmed with RVs, tents, and trash.
Hello, yes.
Juan Nala with nonprofit Clean LA with Me was picking up garbage here Monday.
We got a lady living down there.
When he saw
You are
not
garbage,
one,
buddy.
but two people emerge from
Take
the
it with
storm
you when you go
drain.
back to
I
whatever
can't
country
explain
you're
that.
from.
You know, a person living like a rat, worse than a rat. Come on.
And
Come
just
on, why
2
you
weeks
not
ago,
take
it
the
happened
why you not
again.
take the free welfare?
Another street in South LA.
I live like a
another
rat. You can live like a
person
king on
living
welfare.
underground.
Yeah.
It's a human. It's a human being.
That's
Why
not
are
a
we
human.
accepting this? Why?
Why do I
All the
accept
officials,
you?
they have to do something.
Shut up,
They
you
have to
pussy
fix this
faggot.
problem.
Pisses me off. That's why I was like, what y'all doing? Finna tell them to clean it up? Oh.
Neighbors angry say they've reported the problems.
I see
but
no
feel
difference between
ignored.
that woman and
Like,
that
we need
woman.
y'all help. We need the
Same.
public here needs
It's
that.
the same
A
picture.
shocking snapshot of survival at its lowest point.
This person doesn't deserve to live like this.
Well,
Not even the neighbors.
I don't need to hear the rest of what he's.
Fuck your fake compassion.
Yeah.
They choose to do that because they don't want to fucking work. They're drug addicts.
Right.
You fucking retard. You can go down there and clean up all you want, and you can leave some Narcan. It doesn't change anything.
Hmm.
Yeah, let's give them Narcan so they can keep being alive and keep fucking up some more. Fuck
Yeah.
Narcan. Dude, you want to know how much I know that Courtney Love was in the CIA? She had Narcan in like 1992 to give to Kurt Cobain. It's like, I didn't even know
Whoa.
that shit was invented yet. She just had it on her person at all times.
Maybe it wasn't invented yet.
Good point. It certainly wasn't available to the masses. I mean,
Right.
Kurt Cobain overdosed. Who even knows how many fucking times? I've read so many stories of him overdosing before shows and then playing the show.
Hmm.
But also, I wanted to talk about something I think is kind of interesting about Kurt Cobain and Courtney Love and these types of people. Is that whenever they die, they finally do die of an overdose, they always go through their system and they always find prescription drugs in there.
Hmm.
So someone like Kurt Cobain was on Xanax, and he
Mhm.
wasn't just on heroin. He was on Xanax. He was on some kind of like diazepam or something like some benzos. He was on benzos too.
What does that do?
It's the same thing that heroin does. This is why I didn't understand. I never understood why he was addicted to heroin because he was already on synthetic heroin. So it's like, why are you going into the ghetto? Like, just
Yeah.
go to the Target and pick up your prescription. And like, what are you thinking? What are you doing? But
Right.
I don't know what it's like to be a true drug addict where you're like,
Yeah.
these pills are not enough. I need something else too.
Yeah. What else could he do?
But whatever. I mean, people talk shit on the guy, but at least he was doing this in private. He wasn't doing it out on the fucking street
Right.
like the last jackasses we were looking at. Dude, so much problems that these fuckers cause society and they get nothing back. I'm so tired of it. I'm tired of watching the news and seeing the same brown fucking faces. All these dumb fucking car chases are always illegal aliens who are drinking and driving. This is why they are so stupid and crazy because they're not thinking straight. Anyone else would just pull over. Anyone else would be like, I can't outrun a helicopter and 5 fucking police cruisers. I wish more of them would get shot. I'm just like, why do I have to like? They just all they do is inconvenience everyone else because there's also the traffic. The traffic's everywhere. Did you see that there was a street takeover where they took over the fucking freeway?
Yes, I saw that. Yeah.
They took over the fucking freeway and were shooting fireworks off, and not one person got arrested.
Yes, because that's California.
Every white person here is a fucking cuck. You suck. You suck. You just let these brown people do whatever the fuck they want to you.
Mm-hmm.
They took over the fucking interstate. No one got arrested.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, yeah, for sure. And it's stupid because they just allowed it to happen because
I mean, someone might call them racist.
Right.
By the way, they're gonna call you racist anyway. That's their get out of free card. Get out of jail free card. That's racist. That's racist. I don't care anymore. I don't fucking care.
Right.
Yeah, it's racist. You want to hear what I really think about you? You want to hear some real racism, fuck face? Let me say something. This is the true censorship because I can't say what I really want to say right now. We're not allowed to.
Right. This isn't quite it, but or maybe no, this is it, right?
This is like the highlights reel. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is nonsense. This is like 8 lanes of traffic they took over. I hate them.
Mm-hmm.
It's on both sides of the freeway. And look, you see cops. How is it possible that cops didn't catch any of these people? They didn't even try.
Right.
This shit is so fucking disgusting to me.
Mm.
I can't, and it's all on our dime. We pay to keep these losers alive.
Yeah.
I'm so bummed because I was hoping that World War III would just clear out a bunch of them, just kill a bunch of them off, but they're not going to go fight. This is the point of this World War III shit is to kill off the rest of the white people, the young, strong white people. You did notice that the age for the draft is now 42.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
that's
oh my
how
God.
desperate they are, because only white people have ever gone for the draft. I mean, give me a break, dude. I love these stories about. You ever read these stories about World War II where black people, like black soldiers, got shot because they were running away and stuff? They were trying to. They wouldn't fight. They were trying to escape and got shot in the back by their officers.
That reminds me. I saw this video about the Tuskegee Airmen, not the experiment, the airmen,
Mm-hmm.
and they weren't as good as the movies would have you believe.
No way. And they were also white. They were all Korean too.
No. They were.
I'm just joking.
You know.
Yeah. They were black.
Yeah, but the movies make it seem like they were brilliant. They were just overlooked or whatever, and the record was actually worse than the average pilot. But they still fought, obviously. So I'll give them points for that. They risked their lives, but they did get shot down a lot too. I
don't give them points. They got paid to do that. Fuck them.
Yeah, that's true.
Do I get points for going to my job? No. Yeah. I don't get shit. This is another thing I'm so tired of is that when when you're dealing with losers and addicts, because their behavior is so reprehensible, their daily behavior is so reprehensible that we actually give them a high five on the rare occasion they do anything right.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that. Why don't I get a fucking high five for doing everything right? I've never been arrested. I've never started a street takeover. Where's my fucking high five?
Yeah.
Where the fuck did it go?
I don't know, but I will say that in order to get any credit, you have to become a loser first.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, it's like one of my sisters told me, Dad, did you hear Dad quit drinking? I was like, yeah, it's because he's popping pills now, you stupid bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Pills are way stronger than alcohol.
Oh yeah,
and he was clearly trying to OD. My old man, he was just popping them left and right. Every time my sister said something, he'd pop a pill. Every time they started crying, he'd pop a pill. I mean, the apple really doesn't fall far from the tree, I'm afraid. But
well, you don't pop pills.
Not anymore. I don't.
Oh, okay.
I would never do that again. But
have you seen this story? I wanted to switch real quick. The cornhole quad amputee that shot somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't find the actual I couldn't find any news stories. I know there is one. And I was wondering how he could have shot somebody, but I think this kind of
Well, the more interesting part of the story to me is that he shot the guy and then put the guy in the trunk of his car.
Yeah.
He got busted with the guy in the trunk of his car. And so that's the part I'm really impressed by. How the fuck did you get a grown man into your car?
Yeah. I don't think
something tells me he might not have been acting alone.
right. Although, according to the thing I read about it, the passengers got out and turned him in. Excuse me. The passengers got out and turned him in.
Fucking tattletales.
Yeah. As they would say in England, grassers. So
tossers. They're tossers too.
Right. Yeah. Because you don't grass out people. But it's strange though. You're right. The moving because he asked the back passengers to move the guy's body. So what I think happened was he had him in the front seat and he pushed him out like somewhere, and he's arrested for sure. Which also is interesting. Like, what did they use to restrain him? Because handcuffs aren't going to work, So they had to have something else. And like,
he reminds me of those toys I played with. I think they're made by Fisher Price, where I think they're called oblongs, where it's just a head and then a thing. So basically, the way that they detained him is just they threw him into an old cigar box. Because that's what I did with all my old toys too.
Yeah. But apparently it was like some argument or something.
I gotta stop you. Isn't it funny? Like, this fucking guy has no hands and yet has better gun control than any black person I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? First of all, like, there's nothing that irritates me more as someone who has shot a gun than people shooting a gun like this, or even just shooting with one hand. It's like, you're not going to hit your target, you fucking retard. You have to hold your fucking arm steady. Right. It's a gun. It's really powerful.
Yeah.
You're not going to hit anything. That's why they like.
Well,
they don't.
They're also
almost
at themselves too when they're like flexing with it.
Yeah, I've seen many black people get killed. They get killed themselves doing that because they're fucking stupid. Yeah. But I love the fact that fuck, I forgot what I was about to say.
Oh.
Doesn't matter. It's probably just super racist. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. That's why they don't consider these like drive-by shootings and gang shootings to be a mass shooting, because they never hit anyone. They hit like a baby across the street that wasn't even outside.
Yeah, and he wasn't part of a gang yet.
Dude, it's so funny. Like, we're not seeing as much mass shooting shit in the mainstream anymore because all of them have been by transsexual dudes, transgendered people. All of them for at least 3 years now. And I'd say actually probably all of them in general. Those fags from Columbine, they struck me. Like, one of them was a Jew. They swept that under the rug. They seemed very fruity to me. I wouldn't be surprised if they were dressing up in drag. Mm-hmm. The fucking guy that shot up the Batman movie premiere, tell me that guy's not trans. There's no way he's not dressing up. He was wearing panties while he was shooting people. I guarantee it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I mean, how often do you see men with bright orange hair in the 21st century? I mean, Johnny Rotten had bright orange hair in 1976 when punk rock was popular. Mm-hmm. But it's just that now having colored hair is a sign of a mentally retarded idiot. It's no longer rebellious. It's more like it's like marking yourself as retarded.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Because nowadays my sister had green hair when she was in high school.
And what's funny is I would have been so attracted to it back then, but I see it so much now. It's the same with tattoos. I used to think tattoos were so cool. And then like in like 2010, I fucked this tattooed librarian. She was totally tattooed. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even the tits were tattooed and shit. The cleavage was tattooed and shit. It was like insane. But that look is so common, it's no longer enticing to me. It's like, ew, this is just commonplace now. Every girl has tattoos.
I know, especially now, and most of them are pretty bad.
All of them are bad. My favorite is I see this often. like the sailor birds on each shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
This has been popular since the MySpace days with dumb whores. But it's like, bitch, you ain't never sailed anywhere. I love like women love to steal men's riz. Bitch, you wouldn't be able to survive a fucking half a day at sea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're getting fucking sailor tattoos. Fuck you, whore.
Right.
You should get 2 dicks on your shoulders. One black dick, one brown dick. And then get your baby's name on your back. The baby you made with one of the brown dicks that left you behind.
and you got to play a game of guess which one was left.
Mm-hmm.
Or guess which one is the daddy.
There's nothing that makes me laugh harder than a single mom with a biracial child.
Mm.
I mean, just talk about having no self-preservation skills. You really thought he was going to stick around with you? He leaves black children too. He's sure as fuck not going to stick around for a baby that doesn't even look like him. And now you have a baby that doesn't look like you for the rest of your life.
Yep. Yeah.
Where's your pity? I don't have any for you. Fuck you.
Yeah. Well, that kind of brings me to this next clip because it's a little bit opposite of what you're saying.
Man, who am I here with?
Maria.
What's your type out here?
Like for dating or what?
Yeah.
Like white boys.
I love
that.
Tall. Honestly, like I'm not too big on height. Like they could be a short king, and if they got a good personality and treat me right, I don't care.
Just as long as she's not you.
I don't care what the qualities are, as long as they're white, they're all right.
Hey, what's the red flag out here in San Antonio?
When they're not white.
Dude, she's so mean because the thing about the height, white guys are taller than Mexicans by a large margin.
Oh,
she was telling you that she likes a tall guy. You just didn't want to hear it. He's like, listen, I'm short, I'm broken, I'm brown. Do I got a shot at you? And she's like,
no.
Nope. She cut his head off. She was so smooth at chopping his head off. I thought it was fucking Mr. Miyagi with the sword. Like,
it was
shot down.
It was like a guillotine. It was so fast.
Dude, it was brutal. And she gave him that like evil smile that women give you when they're rejecting you.
Yeah. It's the only time they're happy.
Yeah, you think you're good enough for this? I love it. White boy. Even though they desire us, they're still racist towards us. I'm not a fucking boy, okay? I'm a fucking man. You were talking to a boy with a nice Edgar haircut. So you do know what boys are.
Yeah.
Whites are men. Just as long as he's white. Once it's white, it's all right. That's what she fucking said. That needs to be a fucking bumper sticker. Once it's white, it's all right. No, she said it was even better. She said, just as long as it's white, it's all right. She literally rejected every other race right to their fucking faces because there's a black guy in the background too. He can't get no play. But no, think about what she said. White boys. When he asked about the height, white boys are already the tallest.
Yeah.
I think the average white guy height is 5'10", which is pretty tall. It's taller than I am.
Yeah.
And so she's already saying that. And then the money thing. White guys have more money than every other brown person. It's just done. That's just a done deal. She said it to his face, and he didn't even pick up on it. Yeah,
I was wondering. He seemed a little bit slow.
The second she said white boy, I would have fucking tore her ass up and made fun of her.
Right.
I'd be like, bitch, no white boy wants to fuck you. Get out of here with your Cholita fucking makeup.
I know.
Cholita. I want a Latina girlfriend, so instead of asking them to make me a sandwich, I can ask them to make me a quesadilla.
Or burrito?
Yeah. Go into the kitchen and make me a burrito, bitch.
I think she would too. The only thing
I'm a white boy.
Yeah, the only thing that they wouldn't, if you cheated on them ever, they would kill you. But
I mean, I don't cheat, so that's not really a factor for me. I don't even understand cheating because it's I hate juggling one woman. I'm not juggling more, not adding more annoyance to my daily routine.
I know. It's
It's
like,
actually it's really telling the kind of people that cheat. It says a lot about how fucking insecure they are.
yeah, no, they're usually broke and somehow they can pull, but it's never like if you ever. I used to watch Cheaters. That was always that was a guilty pleasure.
That was my ex-girlfriend's favorite TV show, which I should have said, well, of course she's going to cheat on me. This is her favorite TV show. Yeah, Joey Greco. No, trust me, I know all about Cheaters. We could have a fucking 10-minute discussion about Joey Greco versus who was the other guy. There's like 2 other hosts of the show, but
Which
we were
one got stabbed.
Joey Greco. That's why
Okay.
we were fucking fascinated and obsessed with Joey Greco. And we watched that episode too, because he gets stabbed on a boat and he falls out of the boat into the water.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, man. Why did Joey Greco get stabbed? He didn't cheat on anybody.
Was it the guy?
I think it was the guy. It was a guy that did it. He was
Yeah.
he got cheated on by his woman. Dude, there's a whole channel dedicated to cheaters. Now that you said this, that might be my go-to when I need background noise.
Yeah.
Listen to people's lives get destroyed. And that was during the time of the early days of reality TV where it was actually real. They didn't make up the stories. So Cheaters was extra doubly horrifying to watch because you're like, fuck, this is real. This guy is really crying right now.
Right.
He's really upset. That's really his best friend that fucked his girl.
Yeah. Well, because on Jerry Springer, which is the other thing before reality TV took off, that some of those were fake, but Cheaters was real. You know, like you can't fake that.
Yeah, it's brutal. It's brutal. And I love watching the women try to like
Explain it.
he's just my Spanish tutor.
Yeah, we have you on video.
Yeah, he was helping me do my vowels. I need to put the cough button on.
Are you okay?
I like it when we use some showbiz terminology like cough button. The mute button, guys. You just hit mute when you cough, and then people don't hear it.
Because there's a lot of autistic people, I believe, that listen to the show, and I don't know that for a fact. It's not a stat on YouTube, but
There's 2 autistic people hosting the show, Chris. So
yeah,
you might be right.
So there's at least a couple listening, and they don't like eating, and they don't like obviously coughs and certain things. So then, like someone said something about breathing into the mic, and I was like, I'm sorry, I'm getting air.
I don't believe anyone's ever eaten on the podcast, though. I sure as fuck would do that. That's disrespectful. I felt bad when I smoked weed on the podcast, and that's not. I mean, no one cares about that. It certainly didn't hurt my performance. If anything, it enhanced it dramatically.
Right. So yeah, I don't know. You can't please everybody, and I don't try to because I think it's a waste of time. But I will say, because we only got a couple minutes left, but
hey, listen, you can't please everybody, but you can certainly piss all of them off.
Yeah,
So I'll just do that.
And there's more value to that because that at least gets people talking.
It's the path of least resistance for me. I'm already off. I'm the scapegoat, the fighter and the kid. We should call this show the scapegoat and the kid. You could be the kid. I'll be the scapegoat. Dude, no matter what happens, it's always my fucking fault. And my family, if something bad happens, well, where were you, Joseph? I don't know. I'm sorry. Let me open my bank account for you one more time.
Yeah. So
we gotta pay for your fucking maintenance some more.
Yep. So I'll leave everybody with this, like a good Jerry Springer ending.
Chris's final thoughts.
Yeah. Don't worry about pleasing everybody. Try to just please yourself. Dude, he would do that and say it like that, and it was so corny every time.
He jumped up and gave us a standing ovation. Yeah, I'm all about pleasure in myself.
Well, especially.
How did that not destroy this guy's career completely? I could never, ever listen to his comedy again and take it even remotely seriously. Like when he's lecturing me about anti-Semitism, it's like, Jew, you jerk off in front of people without their permission in a bar.
It's because it was sold differently. We didn't realize until we saw that documentary.
No, I knew from the fucking get-go. please.
Okay, I didn't know.
I mean, all I have to do is look at his ugly fucking face and see that he's a predator.
Right.
I mean, there's something about that physiognomy.
Physiognomy.
Yes, that's real. And I have a theory about this. They're not marked by God. Them being ugly is why they act ugly. It's the same. I was talking about that ugly bitch on the HOA. She's so viciously ugly. I've never seen an uglier person in my life. And like, I never get to see her up close except for like on Saturday when I just happened to drive right by her. And I was like, I was laughing at how ugly she was. But there's a reason why she's a bitter, hateful bitch. Because she has to walk around with the body of Veruca Salt. Remember when Veruca Salt turned into a fucking blueberry? That's what her body looks like. But her face is viciously ugly.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think it was Veruca Salt. That's the one that went down the goose egg thing.
No, I'm pretty sure Veruca Salt's the one that gets fat because she was always bothering people about getting stuff that she wasn't supposed to have.
It was Violet Beauregard.
Violet Beauregard. You're right. I'm so sorry. There was a pun there because she turns violet. Yeah. How could I forget that? Her name is her destiny. That's the joke. That would be like if I was called Joseph P. Stalked.
Yes.
Or Joseph P. Fucking.
Yeah.
Joseph P. Fucker. Should be what my name is.
No, you're just Joseph P. Larkin.
Hey, I'm just Larkin.
Larkin around.
That's what my first album would be called. If I was like an 80s prop comic, it would be just Larkin around. Or how about Larkin in the darkness? Ah, shit.
And on that note, I hope you have a good weekend. I hope you out there have a good weekend. And, thank you very much.
I hope you have a bad weekend. I hope something bad happens to you. I hope that Krispy Kreme is out of hot donuts and you have to wait an extra 20 minutes to get a box of hot donuts, which by the way are now twice the price of what they were last year.
Damn.
I hope that's what happens to you this weekend, fuckers.
Okay. Well, thank you and good night.